Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems we're going to be joined by our owner, the man in charge, and we're always happy to see. I'm always happy to see these guys come out here.
Well,
I know you're not.
I'm speechless. You know what? I'm just not going to talk because I'll tell you something.
About time.
I just give in.
Good. It's about time you did.
You know, the worst day of my life was back at Showdown when this guy became the owner of the company. Prince Amin, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what he's doing out here right now. He's already in. He's already 1/3 of the Triple Threat Tag Team matchup, which now we don't know what's going to happen with Danny Steele and obviously Paul Harris. You know,
well, we're going to find
they're
out.
obviously not a tag team anymore now.
We're going to find out and see exactly what Prince Amin has, what business he has out here right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, next week at Wrestle-Celebration for Valkabious, we'll go one-on-one with half man, half amazing, the guy with the biggest biceps in England, Tiny Iron. So what I would like right now is for Valkabious to make his way to the ring, because I have a special announcement to make.
Well, this can't be good.
Well, Valkyrius has been called to the ring.
Valkabious, he'll be going up against Tiny Iron. He's got to have, though, Will, in the back of his head, Tiny Iron, because, you know, we're talking about now the titles on the line, more up for grabs, more pressure. And there he is, the UK Wrestling Champion who has become, he won the championship back off the shooting star Chris Travers when it was up vacant after the winner who won it last year. He's had that championship now since late last year.
Don't forget, this guy said he doesn't play games, but I'm sure there are a lot of games planned by Prince Amin, and he may have no choice whether he's playing them or not.
Valkabious, it's no secret. Me and you are not friends. In fact, some would say that we're enemies. So, with that in mind, as owner of Prince Amin Promotions, I have put you in a match tonight. And that match is right now. And do you want to know who your opponent is? You want to know who your opponent is? Your opponent is a returning UKW superstar. He now wants to work for Prince Amin Promotions. This man is 100% Welsh beef. He's a former UKW champion.
Wait a minute.
This man is Dylan Roberts.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait
yes.
a minute! This night could not get worse. you have got to be kidding me.
Dylan
We haven't
Roberts
seen
is
Dylan
back,
Roberts
and
probably since
for
WrestleMania
one,
2.
I'm happy to see him.
Oh my word! I can honestly not believe this. Dylan Roberts is back. Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, I can honestly not believe it. This night could not get worse. We've got Prince Amin out here talking trash. You know, and now we've got this guy who's returned. Tell you something. This is going to be a good matchup, but the returning Dylan Roberts, you know, one time I remember giving that guy sheep. Do you remember? It was one Christmas, I think it was the December Bash 2009. I remember that night, and I embarrassed him and I enjoyed it.
Well, I'm sure he hasn't forgotten that.
And he seems to have not changed as well. The attitude absolutely stinks. Dylan Roberts' attitude smells. I hate it.
I, for one, am happy to see Dylan Roberts back here.
You know, the guy.
Welcome back Oh, look.
Oh, listen.
He hasn't forgotten about you.
Now, look, I respect you.
You weren't saying that 2 minutes ago when he was at the other side of the ring.
But what is that guy's problem?
Well, you just reminded me. You embarrassed him. He'll never forget what you did to him.
You know what? I'll tell you right now. That guy's got a problem, and he needs it sorted. I am a broadcaster. I'm not a professional wrestler.
Well, exactly.
He did this at the first ever WrestleBration.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of UK
You're in
Wrestling.
trouble now, Carl.
Your Poison. Introducing first, hailing from North Wales, weighing in tonight at 215 pounds, 100% Welsh beef, Dylan Roberts. And his opponent, hailing from Leeds, he is the current UK Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the World, MVK, the most valuable killer, Valkabious.
Wow. You know, one time Dylan Roberts was a UK Wrestling champion. Oh, he's looking over here again there, Will. You know, every time that guy looks in my direction, and all I can see is badness. That's all I can see.
Well, too right. You disrespected this guy. He's
No. A UK Wrestling champion versus the former UK Wrestling champion. You know, I can honestly not believe Prince Amin, either that he's hired Dylan Roberts back, but this is obviously, we never knew we didn't know anything about this.
Of course you did. Why would he want you to know?
Well, did you know anything about this?
He obviously decided it was a need-to-know basis, and on this occasion, I didn't need to know. But I'm happy to see Dylan Roberts back. I know you're not, but hey, that's your problem. You shouldn't have embarrassed him.
How did I embarrass him?
You were just talking about it. When he was on the other side of the ring, you were talking
telling
big
the
talk.
truth.
Yeah, and you were happy saying, I embarrassed him. As soon as he stares over you, you suddenly get a bit of a yellow belly and scared and decide that you don't know what his problem is.
Anyway, Valkabious now in control, and quite frankly, I have to say, it has been a long time since I've seen Dylan Roberts. He's back in action. And the minute he's looking really, he's looking well, but unfortunately, the attitude has not changed, and that's something that is a shame. Really is.
It's a shame for you, definitely, because it looks like he's
Well, you ask me right now. You ask me right now. What have I done to upset that guy?
Well, you were just talking about it.
But I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what you did to upset him.
Well, Valkabious right now in full control here over Dylan Roberts, and a nice headlock takeover there. You know, I wonder if obviously the 100% Welsh beef is still in this. Remember that? I remember it. Just bring back old memories, of obviously UK wrestling. Obviously when he was in another team, and now obviously joining forces with the owner of the company. And it is obviously a smart idea for
He's been brought back.
Roberts to do that.
Brought back by the owner, by the current owner.
Dylan Roberts.
I think it's a smart move bringing Dylan Roberts back.
I'm not sure if Dylan Roberts has squared face to face with Valkabious before, but look at this now. Oh man, that was beautiful. Valkabious, the UK wrestling champion, is going. You know what this is? You know what this is, Will? I see this as like a sending the message type thing, sending the message to his opponent, Tiny Iron. Tiny Iron must be watching this right now. Is he going to be thinking, well, maybe this exact manoeuvres might not happen to him, obviously because of the size difference.
But Valkabious has proven he can actually hoist Tiny Iron up onto his shoulders and deliver
Dragon
the Valkabious driver.
Dragon Sleeper clutch. Oh, and a reverse DDT. Nicely done. Wow.
Valkabious right now in full control of Dylan Roberts.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleBration 4.
Oh, look at that! That was a nice count there by Milky Bell.
Would you please be quiet? I'm talking about WrestleBration 4. WrestleBration 4, ladies and gentlemen, next week. Don't want to miss it here at the Thunderdome. Want to get your tickets fast. Wait a minute, Dylan Roberts gets the boot up. Oh, okay, fair enough. Dylan Roberts with an insecurity of his own. Oh!
I'm not sure what just happened there, but
Right, he like jumped over Valkabious, and a roll, and then came back and hit him with it. We got a modified drop kick. Open your eyes, Will. Open your eyes. You should be watching this right now. You should be knowing what's happening.
Yeah, but the sound of your boring voice sends me to sleep regularly.
I'll tell you what, I'll get a frying pan and whack you over the head every time you start dozing off. How about that?
How about you just shut up talking and I can actually concentrate on this match?
Well, anyway,
Right now,
Dylan
Roberts has brought momentum back into his favour.
Certainly has, yes. And this is obviously the old Dylan Roberts, you know, vintage Dylan Roberts, I would say here. You know, it's exactly what he used to do. You know, no stranger to this company. Obviously making a return here tonight, and obviously I'd like to start on the good books. But obviously, what happens if Dylan Roberts loses this match tonight? Do you think then Prince of Me by maybe suspend Dylan Roberts like what happened with Rampage Brown, and they might be like a short return? We just don't know.
Who knows? He's obviously brought Dylan Roberts here to do a job, and who knows what his punishment will be if he doesn't succeed.
Maybe he's off the rope. Oh, there. Well, spinning back elbow there by Dylan Roberts. Dylan Roberts again, knee to the spine, and now a reverse chin. Well, I thought that was going for the reverse chin lock there. You could hear the velocity of that back elbow just a minute ago. Now a kick straight to the spine.
Valkyrius right now is in trouble. Most valuable killer, the UK champion.
He doesn't play games, but at the minute, he's not in control. Dylan Roberts has got the fans thinking here, you know.
Well, the fans are just silenced because they're just shocked at how dominant Dylan Roberts has been since he's come in right now.
Let's talk about Valkabious and about his athleticism, you know. His athleticism is unbelievable. He's must be a 6'4", 245 pounder. He's from Leeds, and obviously. Wait a minute. I think, Dylan Roberts. I just thought I'd give you some advice. Don't talk trash to a guy called Valkabious. A knee there, actually, the nose. I think it was on the side of the jaw. Valkabious in trouble. You know, I managed to get an exclusive interview with Valkabious before he, obviously before tonight, and he told me, in fact it was a couple of weeks ago now, he told me about his thoughts on Tiny Iron and what's going to be coming up this Sunday, a week's time, obviously at WrestleBration 4. And obviously mentioning about the match between Tiny Iron and himself. And he told me, he said, you know, Tiny Iron, I give respect to the guy, but I do not play games. And Tiny Iron is going to go into a war, and it's going to be Tiny Iron, Valkabious 2, WrestleBration 4, coming up in 1 week time.
It certainly is, and you know, it's going to be a huge challenge. Valkabious rose to that challenge last year, but you've got to ask yourself, can lightning strike twice in the same place? Can Valkabious do it again?
Oh, that's right, yes.
And this time, like I say, it's for the titles, more on the line.
The
match that we thought last year couldn't get any bigger has actually got bigger this year.
This year the championship's on the line. And then Valkabious. You know, one thing Valkabious doesn't want is he doesn't want to be softened up for WrestleBration. And with Dylan Roberts, not the easiest opponent to verse. Beautiful sleeper applied here. Is that a sleeper hold I can see there, Will?
That is a sleeper hold. And he's got the body scissors as well, which assists in helping squeeze the air out of Valkabious. So he's got the body scissor which squeezes out the air that he's currently got, and then he's got the
sleeper hold, puts him to sleep.
Yeah, and stops you getting any more oxygen in. So this is a really clever move here by Dylan Roberts. It slows the champion Valkabious down, grounds him, and that's a good thing to do because Valkabious is very high impact.
He's got a lot of energy.
You know,
we talked about his athleticism earlier in the match.
I mean, for the size of the guy, he is unbelievably athletic, and right now he's fought his way out of that sleeper hole, which he needed to do, Valkabious.
Oh, spinning heel kick.
And it's athletic moves like this that Valkabious will have to deploy against.
Wait a minute.
Tiny Iron.
Stop talking to me, Will. Have you noticed something?
I haven't noticed
anything. I've noticed that referee Milky Bell, the same referee that cost Valkabious a couple of weeks ago, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, UK Wrestling TV, Sky Channel, 203.
Against, it was a match, it was a handicap match. Against Mark Impact
to the spine. Now followed up with a net breaker.
He'd already eliminated Mark Impact, and then when he was about to defeat Colossus Kennedy, Milky Bell.
Look at this.
I don't
do
know
you call that a slow count? I do.
I call that perfectly fine. Milky Bell is ensuring that the shoulders are down.
Referee Milky Bell should get his you-know-what out of the Thunderdome and get a real referee official. And I can't believe I'm
Milky
saying
Bell is
that.
a real official. He's
Yeah,
the best
he used
official.
to be.
He's
He
the
used
best.
to be before Prince Amin forced him to obviously be on his side.
He's the best official that we have here. He's the most senior. He's the most experienced, and you can't just start having a diss at this guy just because he made a decision that you don't like.
Well,
You are so disrespectful, Carl.
yeah.
Disrespectful to the ownership of this company.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful this. Disrespectful that. Disrespectful. Do us a favour and shut up. Dylan Roberts.
I'd love Dylan Roberts to come over here and slap you in the face.
Well, you know what? Silly enough. Well, depending. I'm not saying he can't do that, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll think of something that'll make sure he can't do it. I'll think of something.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't
I'm
know.
sure you will. You see, the thing is, you're so scared you
can't
don't know what you're
just-
saying right now.
you
You're
can't
scared.
just-
You're scared
yeah.
that Dylan Roberts might actually
Listen,
come over
I know
here
exactly.
and slap you in the face.
I know exactly what I'm saying. I don't need a broad being like you to tell me exactly what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying right now. Dylan Roberts is in control, and I don't like it.
Yeah, and I know that you're also terrified. You're terrified. You're quaking in your boots because you're worried that Dylan Roberts will win this match. When he's done, he will walk over here and he will slap you in the face. And I, for one, would love to see that happen.
And I, for two, would like to tell you right now, Dylan Roberts is a professional wrestler. I'm a broadcast colleague. I'm a journalist. I do broadcasting.
Well, maybe back
you
in-
as well. Would you like to get in the ring and face Dylan Roberts? Or should I say, I'll tell you what, let's make one better. What about Tiny and Valkabious? Why not get your little ass in the ring right there? And why not man up, eh? You know, who do you think will be the chicken on that night then? Haha.
Well, the thing is, like you just said, I'm not a wrestler either.
man.
These guys would not like me to get in this ring because I would be disrespecting the job that they do, because I don't do what they do. I don't think I'm capable of doing what they could do. So therefore, these people realise that I'm not that. But the thing is, you got involved. You got involved and disrespected Dylan
Please
Roberts.
let me up when you've finished.
You disrespected Dylan Roberts, and he's going to slap you in the face. Carl, Dylan Roberts is coming over here. You best wake up.
Oh, what?
No, you see that fear. I couldn't resist that.
Oh, my word, that was unbelievable. With a back suplex clutch into a tilt-the-wall back suplex there. Dylan Roberts landing hard.
And the athleticism.
Oh, this is what I'm
Okay,
talking about. Oh, man. And again, a slow count.
And a kick
Dylan
out by
Roberts.
Dylan Roberts there on 2. That was almost over. I think frustration is starting to set in for Valkyrius. He's
Let me
done so
tell you.
much. But yeah,
Let
Dylan
me
Roberts
tell you.
keeps kicking out. And, you know, the frustration, you can see it starting to set in. But wait a second,
No,
Valkyrius has
not
got
the
something
Valkabious
in mind.
driver. He wants to drive. He wants to drive Dylan Roberts to hell.
Dylan Roberts is trying his best to fight out of this, and he's done it. Oh, huge spine buster.
Well, called and received. Dylan Roberts saying this thing is over. Well, that's only verbal. He's going to do it physical. Top rope.
Well moved.
You never know, that really ugly face of Dylan Roberts might get even more disfigured now.
And Dylan
Yeah,
Roberts
let's
now
hope
is
he didn't hear that.
Well, Dylan Roberts may watch the tapes back from this, and he may come back again the next show. Come straight for you, Cal.
No,
Dylan Roberts is not a guy you want to make an enemy out of, but you've done that.
not trying to make an enemy out of him at all. He was the guy on the first WrestleBration that made contact with me, came up to me, and he was the one that said I shouldn't be even here, I shouldn't be broadcasting, I shouldn't even deserve to be in this company. It was him that mentioned it first.
Well, what did you do to upset him in the first place? You must have upset him.
No, I didn't do anything.
Well, Dylan Roberts has been nothing but respectful for me since ever I've met him. So I find it hard to believe that he would be like that with you just for no reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is main event.
This is the main event.
time. Obviously,
And we are getting closer and closer to WrestleBration 4, the biggest night in UKW history, the biggest night in UK wrestling history. This is
right,
big.
yeah. And now, Valkabious, again, getting back into this. He's thinking to himself, here we go.
Wait a second,
Hold
wait a
on.
second. Valkyrius driver.
Oh, well, I'll tell you something. Dylan Roberts, you might as well go to sheep. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a second. Milky's
No,
hurt
you've
himself.
got to be kidding
Milky's
me.
hurt himself right
Not
now.
once,
We
but
need some help out
twice.
here. Milky's hurt himself.
Hurt myself, you know.
He is. Valkabious, he's a referee.
He hasn't hurt himself.
Come on, Val.
He hasn't hurt himself at all.
Oh wait, Milky's pointing behind him. I don't know what.
Yes.
Oh
man.
And Milky Bell has just shocked everything.
Milky Bell with a low blow.
And wait a second.
And now.
Wait a second, look at this. And wait.
Bell to ring. Danny Steele.
Danny Steele's even brought out here. Do not ring that bell.
Yeah, ring the bell.
There's no bell. The referee has not called for it. The referee has not called for it.
What is Oh! Whoa. The official getting knocked down. Prince Amin and his cavalry disfiguring the UK wrestling champion.
And Mustafa Khan there just hoisted Valkyrius up and slammed him to the mat. This is absolutely beautiful.
Wait a minute. Danny Steele is perched. Top turnbuckle. No, this is just,
maybe now.
This is what if
Maybe
Tiny
now.
Iron's thinking?
Maybe now this explains why Danny Steele attacked Paul Harris. Oh, Milky Bell.
Milky Bell. I'm shocked.
And Dylan Roberts, you're lucky. Dylan Roberts is leaving. Dylan Roberts is leaving. Luckily for you.
No, listen.
Oh wait, he's coming over here.
No, please,
come over here,
please.
Dylan.
Please.
Come over here, Dylan. I'm happy to see you back.
He can't come. Oh,
wait,
no.
look what's going on in the ring right now.
Yeah, look what's going on in the ring. Your new team.
Dylan Roberts, I am glad to see you back.
This is by far the best thing that's ever happened in UKW. Why is that Pink Bell doing this?
He's coming in here.
Does not deserve to be the champion. He's a fraudster.
Well, he's been
Well said,
champion
Dylan.
longer than you've been champ.
But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this is all we've got time for right now. Things have broken down here. And Dylan
I'm
Roberts
so glad.
has still got an issue with
Now,
you.
listen, I respect you.
Life out.
Yep.
Look at you, Carl. Carl, you are a mess.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're just like Valkyrius. You're no better than he is, and you're no worse than he is. You are simply the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got time for tonight. And it's all just broken down. It's gone crazy.
Okay,
but join us in the celebration. Do not miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been verbally abused by Dylan Roberts. My name's Carl Dinovich. We'll see you next week. WrestleBration 4. Don't miss it. Good night.